상난다.我哋夠早先都揾到。睇嚟佢車會接得啱啦，佢切成啦。咁有個位，多同呢個人，有佢咩啊？你打下就到。你這是一種的，你這是一種的改造改造嘢，但係可以啊。考不能打嘅啦。而家有到我哋邊，有人確實有你啊，有我哋。佢車先到熟開，佢入嚟，我先啦，我得或者咁佢就咁。3年未夠佢前夠啦。
I've always felt, I talked to Zach about this in the past, that he always felt kind of left out in 2015. You know, Noah, Matt.
6300 or on the web at gleasonsfuneral.com. At Gleason's Funeral Homes, everyone matters and everyone cares. Simply call 718-359-6300. 10 with AccuWeather calling for a nice evening, partly cloudy and a low of 66. Not a lot of sun tomorrow, but warm, high 80, and a shower possible in spots. Tuesday should be sunny and gorgeous, high 73. Wednesday, more the same with a high of 73 and mostly sunny skies. Looking ahead to Thursday and Friday, the sunny weather should continue with highs in the mid to upper 70s. It is 79 degrees right now, mainly clear skies in New York. Humidity 37%, winds out of the west at 8 miles an hour, gusting to 18. Again, 79 degrees in Midtown. Good evening, I'm Donna Vaughn. Winds News Time at the Tone will be 6:30.
Good evening, I'm Mario Bosquez. Already battered by Hurricane Dorian, Tropical Storm Humberto, then last already damaged parts of the Bahamas. Heavy rain and winds involved, along with the threat of also becoming a hurricane sometime today. Gary LeBlanc is founder of Mercy Chefs in the Bahamas, providing food and aid, addressing the issue of securing clean water.
Clean water has been an issue. We have one water filtration unit that Mercy Chefs provided that's on Freeport right now. We have another one that's going into Abaco tomorrow or the day after. We're holding a third unit to see where a second and larger kitchen is going to land.
Meantime, the National Hurricane Center says the storm is moving away from the Bahamas about 180 miles northwest of Great Abaco Island, 165 miles east of Cape Canaveral, Florida, and max sustained winds of 65 miles per hour, moving at 7 miles per hour. Forecast to remain well offshore of Florida's east coast. Winds news time 6:31. For the Ram Trucks Traffic Center, here is Gloria Chapa.
Well, southbound Major Deegan is heavy from east 233rd Street down to the George. The southbound Bronx River Parkway is also jammed from east 233rd down to the Cross Bronx. Southbound Henry Hudson, there's a wreck at Moxley Parkway. And if you're heading southbound on the New England Thruway before the Hutch, exit 14, you have an accident there. Delays almost all the way back to 60, and that's a really long way. Now, here's what we see on Long Island Big 3. Westbound LIE, expect heavy traffic, Post Road into Queens and Northern State Parkway. It's going to be, again, it's still very slow going from the Meadowbrook all the way into Lakeville Road, and the Southern State has heavy delays from Merrick Avenue as you make your way into Ocean Avenue. Now, in New Jersey Turnpike on the inner roadway, so this is the car lane southbound just after interchange 12 and Carteret, the right lane blocks the wreck. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. George Washington Bridge, an hour in, 25 to 30 out. Lincoln, 40 in, 30 out. And the Holland is 30 in both directions. The Gospels is 15 into Staten Island, and the Outer Bridge is 30 minutes into Staten Island. This report is sponsored by the 38th Annual Great Irish Fair of New York. I'm Gloria Chapa. Our next report at 6:41 on 1010 Win. Celebrate New York's Irish-American heritage, culture, and music at the Great Irish Fair of New York, featuring the music of Shalane Long and many other great bands. Saturday, September 21st at the Coney Island Ford Amphitheater. Search Great Irish Fair of New York for ticket information.
Now the official 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Dave Bowers with this live report.
No, overall, it's a pretty good forecast, too. The only day that's, less than picture perfect is tomorrow. Front's going to be moving through, so we'll see a lot more clouds than sun. Now, most of the day's dry. A few places we'll see a brief afternoon shower, and a warm day with a high about 80 degrees. But on the other side of that front, it clears out tomorrow night. The rest of the week, it's gorgeous. Sunshine with low humidity. Highs in the mid-70s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then starting to warm up a bit on Friday and Saturday. Right now we have 79 degrees and mostly clear skies. Central Park going down to 66 in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds.
Winds news time 6:33. Just ahead, a response from a top Iranian official to U.S. Secretary of State's remarks yesterday blaming Iran for recent drone attacks on Saudi oil facilities. Details ahead on 1010 Winds.
How are you spending your weekend? With friends and family? Or at the car dealership? Why lease a new car the old way? With Roto, lease your vehicle in 3 easy steps, all from our app. Shop real-time inventory and see the clear cost. That means the best price, personalized to you with no haggling. Then complete your lease right from your phone. The best part? Your new car is delivered right to your door. Download the Roto app today. That's R-O-D-O. Ready? Set. Roto.
Before I moved my savings to Marcus by Goldman Sachs, my account just sat there doing nothing because I was too attached. Now my money's growing like my hair used to in the past. It's like I have a new hairdo that cannot be surpassed.
You can money. account. Earn 4 times the national average at market.com.
National average data provided by Informa and accuracy cannot be guaranteed. Goldman Sachs Bank USA, member FDIC. Wins News Time 634. A response now from a top Iranian official to U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's remarks yesterday blaming Iran for those recent drone attacks on Saudi oil facilities.
Iran's foreign minister hit back on Twitter, posting, having failed at max pressure, Secretary Pompeo's turning to max defeat. Alluding to Saudi Arabia, Javad Zarif added, the U.S. and its clients are stuck in Yemen because of illusion that weapon superiority will lead to military victory. Zarif also referenced Iran's 4-point peace plan on Yemen, submitted 4 years ago, writing, blaming Iran won't end disaster, accepting our April 2015 proposal to end war and begin talks May.
And that is Julia McFarland reporting. Meantime, the president says he has okayed release from strategic petroleum reserves, quote, if needed after the attack. The strikes did disrupt about half of the kingdom's oil capacity. That's about 5% of the global oil supply daily. Yemen's Houthi rebels took responsibility, but it said they often get backing from Iran. 81 degrees in Newark, 75 in Brewster, 75 in Baldwin, currently fair, 79 degrees in Midtown. Wins News Time 636. Well, today the president called on the Justice Department to, quote, rescue Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh in the wake of the publishing in the Times, New York Times, of an excerpt of a new book alleging sexual misconduct allegations against him, allegations he'd previously denied. This prompting calls from at least 3 presidential candidates for impeachment proceedings. And Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar, someone who aggressively questioned Kavanaugh during his confirmation hearing, says,
I strongly oppose him based on his views on executive power, which will continue to haunt our country, as well as how he behaves, including the allegations that we are hearing more about today.
That is from ABC's This Week, the excerpts from The Education of Brett Kavanaugh, an investigation written by Times reporters Robin Pogrebin and Kate Kelly. Serious accusations against a former NFL player accused of destroying his own business near Atlanta to allegedly make it appear like a hate crime burglary. Cops say 31-year-old Idon Lewis Kaufman was put under arrest late last week. Among the charges, false reporting of a crime and insurance fraud. Michelle Pajera is with the Gwinnett County Police.
He had reported this incident to his insurance company prior to the officers even conducting that first pullover.
It was involving his businesses, including a create and bake pizza. Police say there was damage occurred there. His vehicle was reported leaving with no license plate. After questioning Kaufman, who was said to be driving the vehicle, they said they entered the business and saw racially motivated graffiti. He's out on bond, with his lawyer saying he's looking forward to his day in court. Wins News Time 637. Poetry, nice and cold, but the sensitivity is getting old. You know how to say goodbye to the pain. It's having sensitivity, it's just so lame. 80% of sensitivity starts at the gum line. Treat it as a source with Crest Gum and Sensitivity. Crest, healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
Dell has something extra for small businesses, up to 45% off during your semi-annual sale. It's a perfect time to update to Windows 10 with huge deals on business computers featuring Intel Core processors, plus free shipping on everything. Call Small Business Technology Advisors who can help you achieve your business goals affordably with low monthly payments on the right tech for you. Just call 877-BUY-DELL. That's 877-BUY-DELL, or visit Dell.com/business-deals for semi-annual savings.
Wins News Time 638, now 1010 Wins Entertainment. Jennifer Lopez scoring a record-setting movie debut at the weekend box office. We can't let it happen again. It Chapter 2 held on to the box office top spot for a second week, earning an additional $40.7 million. But the big news is the number 2 debut of Hustlers. $33.2 million, well more than expected, and the biggest ever live-action opening for a Jennifer Lopez film. Look at the map. Where were you when it happened? Bad news for the weekend's other new release, the drama The Goldfinch bombed with an 8th place, $2.6 million debut. Christopher Watson reporting. Surprise announcement today from Beyonce and ABC announcing of Making the Gift, a behind-the-scenes special documenting the making of the recent Lion King companion album, The Gift, airing Monday night, tomorrow, 10 p.m., following Dancing with the Stars. Wins News Time 639.
Let's talk buttons.
Not the buttons on clothes, the ones that do things. The ones that beg the question, what's that button do? There's just something satisfying about pressing buttons. And now, if you have sleep apnea and can't use CPAP, there's a button you can press that's really satisfying. It lets you go from sleeping like this to this. It's called Inspire, and it's as simple as, you guessed it, clicking a button. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body. One click of a remote. That's right, a button. Inspire is a small device implanted in a same-day outpatient procedure. Simply click the button on the Inspire remote before you fall asleep. As you sleep, Inspire keeps you breathing normally and sleeping peacefully. No mask, no hose, just sleep. If you're struggling with CPAP, pray sleep awake at inspiresleep.com. That's inspiresleep.com. Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Talk to your doctor to see Inspire's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com. AccuWeather is the ultimate forecasting, and you can only get it on one radio station, 1010 Winds.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Winds. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good evening, 79 degrees, that's 6:40 on this Sunday, September 15th. I'm Mario Wascans, and here's what's happening. Governor Cuomo issuing today a health emergency statewide ban on flavored e-cigs. The American Lung Association says it doesn't go far enough. According to some cops who serve in the Chelsea police precinct, they're being harassed by a captain, according to a union letter. Already battered by Hurricane Dorian, tropical storm Humberto lashing parts of the Bahamas, along with the threat of becoming a hurricane sometime today. If you recently bought a car, listen up. Something to take note. There's worth as many as 198 million records from a car buyer marketing database hacked. 1010 Winds, AccuWeather, partly cloudy, comfortable, low 66 tonight. This is Marple Bloody. Bills doubled up on the Giants, and they begin the year 0-2. Yankees fell to the Blue Jays, and the Mets look to keep pace in the wild card chase. They host the Dodgers. With news time 6:41. Time for traffic and transit on the ones, and here is Gloria Chapa.
Well, we got an accident on the SDR Drive southbound. Still there. It's been there for a while. It's right before the Manhattan Bridge. We have delays not quite back to the Williamsburg Bridge. It's in the left lane. On the Staten Island Expressway, expect to see heavy traffic coming off the Goethals Bridge heading east into Woolley Avenue. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The Goethals has a 15-minute delay into Staten Island. The outer bridge crossing has a 30-minute delay into Staten Island. The Holland Tunnel, 30 to 40 minutes inbound, 20 minutes outbound. Lincoln, 40 minutes in, 20 minutes out. And the George is 45 to 55 minutes in and 20 to 25 minutes outbound. Right now, the Verrazano Bridge and the Brooklyn Bridge are both very heavy going into Brooklyn, and the Throgneck and Whitestone Bridges have heavy delays going into Queens. I'm Gloria Chapa. Our next report is at 6:51 on 1010 Winds.
Winds news time 6:42. Governor Cuomo issuing today a health emergency statewide ban on flavored e-cigarettes. This among growing health worries, especially among the young. Today he announced that the state health commissioner will be making that recommendation later this week to the state's Public Health Planning Council. The emergency regulations could kick in as early as next month.
It could happen as soon as October 4th. Stores would have to clear their shelves of flavors like bubblegum, cotton candy, and Captain Crunch. This under the governor's proposed emergency regulation.
Vaping is dangerous. It's addicting millions of young people to nicotine at a very early age.
Menthol and tobacco flavors would be exempt. The e-cigarette industry is fighting back, arguing that flavored e-cigs are safer than the real thing, and that banning them would drive people back to smoking. Roger Stern, 1010 Winds News.
In a statement, Juul spokesperson said, in part, we strongly agree with the need for aggressive category-wide action on flavored products will fully comply. Meantime, the American Lung Association called the governor's action insufficient to address the epidemic, as it describes it, adding the action did not apply to menthol-flavored e-cigs, says are favored by high school students. When news time 6:43. According to some police who serve in the Chelsea police precinct, they're being harassed by a captain. That's according to a union letter in the New York Post, a letter focusing on Captain Kevin J. Coleman. Among the allegations of the Police Benevolent Association letter, changing assignments with no apparent consideration for officers' home lives, and that some shift changes they happen after cops stood up for each other. No response yet from the NYPD. The latest on the conditions of those nearly 24 injured after a Jersey Shore deck collapse. There's word almost all have now been treated and released, according to a spokesperson for the Cape May Regional Health System. 3 kids were among the injured. Yesterday around 6 p.m., a multi-level deck collapsed in Wildwood during the annual New Jersey Firemen's Convention. The cause still under investigation. When's news time 6:44?
Pop quiz. If you sell a home for $500,000, how much would a traditional real estate agent charge in commission? If you guessed $25,000 to $30,000, you're right. But if you think that's the only way, you're wrong. This is why thousands of homeowners are making the switch to Rex. With Rex, you get a dedicated agent and a full-service experience at a fraction of the cost. Rex uses game-changing technology to cut out the middleman and save homeowners tens of thousands of dollars in fees. See if you qualify by calling 833-REX-HOME. That's 833-REX-HOME. Remember, this is your home. Why give an insane amount of equity away to an agent? Rex offers the lowest fee in the industry without skimping on service. You'll work with a licensed local expert with you every step of the way. Get the most out of your home. See if you qualify by calling 833-REX-HOME. 833-REX-HOME. That's 833-REX-HOME. New York license number 10991225737.
AccuWeather tonight, calling for partly cloudy conditions, comfortable low 66, currently fair 79 in Midtown. Wednesday at time 6:45. Now, from the WFAN Sports Desk, here is Marco Belletti.
Well, Mario, MetLife Stadium houses a pair of teams, but it's the Bills that apparently like to call it home. Buffalo with back-to-back road wins over the Jets and Giants to begin the season as they dumped the G-Men 28-14. Giants now staring at an 0-2 start for the sixth time in 7 years. They were badly outplayed throughout most of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, they're good. They did a good job with their pass rush and changing up coverages and making stuff. I thought receivers did well. Made some nice plays, did some good things, and they do a good job just not giving up many deep plays.
Eli Manning, he was picked off twice, also threw a touchdown pass. Offense stole after marching right down the field on their opening drive. Saquon Barkley over 100 yards on the ground and a touchdown, but a little solid for the second year back.
Yeah, it's very disappointing, honestly. But you know what? Live another day. The season's not over. Our chance at the playoffs are not over.
Checking the late scores, the Chiefs in front of the Raiders 28-10. They're in the fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes threw 4 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Bears lead the Broncos 13-6, and it's the Rams in front of the Saints minus Drew Brees, who left with a hand injury. It's 20-6 late in the third. Finals, Cowboys handle the Redskins 31-21. Texans survived the Jaguars 13-12. Ben Roethlisberger left with an elbow injury as the Steelers fell to the Seahawks 28-26. It was the Ravens 23, Cardinals 17. Patriots sound stuff at 43-0. Antonio Brown with a touchdown catch in his New England debut. Colts upend the Titans 19-17. Packers topped the Vikings 21-16. Lions shocked the Chargers 13-10. The 49ers routed the Bengals 41-17. Yankees fell rubber games to the Blue Jays 6-4. Jordan Montgomery, the loss, 3 runs in 2 innings. His first game since last May due to Tommy John surgery. But down with the Panthers, struck out the only 2 batters he faced in his season debut.
Yeah, it was good. I felt good. I was down in the strike zone. Break them all was good. So it's just nice to be back with the guys.
From Yes to the Mets, they have the Dodgers at the top of the hour. They entered 3.5 behind the Cubs for the second wild card. Zach Wheeler, Walker Buehler, your pitchers. Sports at 15 and 45 around the clock. Marco Belletti, 10 minutes.
Fort Wayne news time 6:47.
One night, after waking up in a cold sweat, Ken decided maybe he should see a doctor. For the first time in over 40 years. I'm not the kind of guy who runs to the doctor for every little thing. Ken's doctor ordered a CT scan of his abdomen and his first ever colonoscopy at age 65. They discovered a major blockage of his intestines. I was rushed to NYC Winthrop. I'm so lucky they took me there. An amazing team of cancer specialists and surgeons saved me. Ken had colon cancer that had spread to the stomach and bladder. Fortunately, NYU Winthrop treats all cancer patients with a multidisciplinary team approach that can make all the difference in complex cases like Ken's. They had to take my insides apart and put them back together, but they saved my life. Today, Ken is cancer-free, thanks to NYU Winthrop, where we deliver a better kind of cancer care. To learn more, call 1-866-WINTHROP or visit nyuwinthrop.org. NYU Winthrop Hospital. Your health means everything.
Wednesday news time 6:48. On Long Island, police are on the hunt, they say, for a suspect after 2 homes in Dix Hills were hit by gunfire, random apparently. Nearly missing residents, though. Police say the shots rang out around 7 this morning on Wood Edge Drive. According to CBS 2, one family was asleep at the time the bullet hit their dishwasher. Believe it or not, police say the shots appeared to have been fired to the Northern State Parkway ad. The homes didn't appear to have been targeted. No injuries. The pressure is going up on Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to bring gun control legislation to a vote on the Senate floor. today, Senator Chuck Schumer at a press conference says he's fed up.
We are here to tell Leader McConnell enough is enough. We are here to tell Leader McConnell we do not want this vital legislation to sit in his legislative graveyard. And if he does the right thing, the American people will cheer. If he does the wrong thing, he will go down in history as somebody who is so afraid that he will not prevent future death from gun violence.
And other Democratic leaders in Congress are telling the president any gun control proposal needs to include a House-passed bill to expand background checks for gun buys. And schools here in New York are starting the new school year with a new tool aimed at preventing student suicides and violence, and it does involve guns.
About a third of U.S. states have so-called red flag laws, which allow courts to temporarily take guns from people believed to be a danger to themselves or others. But New York is the first to implement legislation empowering schools, in addition to police and relatives, to petition courts. Supporters of red flag laws say the time teachers and other educators spend with students each day makes them uniquely suited to pick up on the kind of troubling behavior seen before recent school shootings. But opponents have raised concerns about due process and argue the laws can be used to take away guns from law-abiding citizens. Julie Walker, New York.
Already battered by Hurricane Dorian, tropical storm Humberto. Last, the already damaged parts of the Bahamas, heavy rain and winds, along with the threat of also becoming a hurricane sometime today. Gary LeBlanc is founder of Mercy Chefs. They're providing food and aid to the Bahamas, but as aid extends well beyond those factors.
Schools are going to have to change. You've got all these folks now, they're going to need to get their children in school. Job structure is going to have to expand, and then housing for these people. You know, it's water, it's food, but then it's shelter. And so on the sheltering concerns, Mercy Chefs is going to support volunteers.